I ask for eyes that see, ears that hear, and a heart full of understanding. I thank you for the messages that come through and ask you to deliver them to those that need them. Thank you. All right. This time we are doing shadow messages from your team, your guides, whatever you want to call them, but this is basically about shadow work that they are asking you to focus on. And so we have some cards to pick from and some crystals. The pile 1 is this protection card. And you have a zebra point. Pile 2 is this concealment card. And you have a Sardonyx point. Wow, there's some bright light coming in there, isn't there, guys? Pile 3 is this happiness card. And you have a Smoky quartz. So go ahead, take your time to choose your pile. Pause if you need to. The timestamps are down in the description. I'll see you guys there. Okay, pile 1 with your zebra point. We'll put her right there. I guess it's a her. And let's get your messages. We have your protection card. I do feel like that wants to be in the middle. Okay, we have the traveler. Witch. Leliel, angel of the night. Suffering in silence. Your dreams need a practical plan. And confidence. Interesting. If you are into numerology, we don't have a lot of numbers here. So the only number I'm seeing is 36. Ooh, sorry. I'm suddenly very tired, so there's got to be something with this pile that is causing that to happen. The first thing that I'm noticing is the amount of kind of nighttime and moon energy. We've got a moon here, we've got angel of the night, a moon, we've got the moon cards over here. And I am feeling mostly for this card, this restlessness for the traveler card. It says restlessness, independence, and appraisal. But I'm really feeling the restlessness right now. Interesting. Okay. Okay. So oftentimes when I do readings, what is happening for me is I will receive things, I hear things, I sometimes feel in my body a different way. There's a bunch of different ways, but one thing that just happened was I heard, as a thought, I heard, you should not be doing this right now. And for some reason, I knew to question it. There was something in me that said to question that. And then I had another softer thought come in that said, keep going. It's okay. That wasn't meant for you. So I feel that this is actually meant for you guys. I have this feeling that you're dealing with it could either be ego or it could be other beings that are giving you thoughts, but you're dealing with mental stuff, mental health type stuff that you're either receiving in from another place or you're too much in your head. I do feel like you're not realizing how much of a my brain just wants to use a certain word, but it doesn't feel right in my heart. A pain in the butt this is for you. That because of this moon energy, it's very hidden. It's seeing as it's this hidden thing. You're not realizing that your ego is having these thoughts, or you're being trying to be controlled by other entities with your thoughts, with whatever their agenda is. I don't know, but and then yeah, we have this protection card, and so I feel like you're needing protection from this side. Again, whether it's yourself or something else that's doing this to you, you're needing protection. You need to see it. I don't feel that you are supposed to suffer in silence. I feel like this is speaking of you think you need to be independent. You think you can't rely on other people. And so you're not coming forward with things. And I don't feel that this is the right path to get to this place of confidence, because it says we've got these, right? So you've got this whole thing going on, this protection that you need. Then it says you're suffering in silence, and then it says your dreams need a practical plan. So I feel like this is not the practical plan, to suffer in silence. So you need specific ways that work for you to counter this that's happening. I am going to say I am now feeling the throat chakra closing up. My mouth is getting a bit dry. It's I do feel that it is hard for you to come forward to people. It's however it was that you were raised, whatever you were told, you took some things. I don't want to blame the people around you. First of all, yes, people do cause damage, but it's up to us to heal, right? It's up to us to take responsibility for our own behaviors. So, this is what shadow work is all about, right? So, you learned this behavior. If it's your own mental pathway, right? If that's what's happening, it's your ego, it's whatever, then you learn this. So you've got to teach yourself how to unlearn it, how to not take on these thoughts. Okay, so we are going to divide. I feel like there's going to be advice given for both ways. So one, if it is truly just within yourself, and for the other, if it is an entity that's bothering you, or trying to anyways. Okay. I I actually feel that I'm supposed to tell. I don't normally put this stuff out there. But I feel that I am supposed to tell you. I called on, before beginning this reading, called on Danu, Hecate, and Sophia. To me, they're all representations of the same archetype, the creator. And if maybe you seek them out, but for some reason, I felt the need to tell you those names. So there you have it. maybe it's just another way for you to identify that this is a good pile for you. Okay. I'm going to sink into the energy of the first version, the self version, not the entity. So for those of you that are dealing with your own thoughts, your ego thoughts, I do feel that, so I was given two things. One is to constantly be correcting. It sucks to do, guys. I'm sorry. It sucks to do for a while because you got to do it until you're on top of it, until it's second nature, right? So you have to constantly be correcting the thought. Nope, that's not what I think. Nope, that's not how I feel. Nope, this is the truth. This is the truth. So you are going to be correcting that thought. The other way is I saw post-it notes like put on mirrors. So somewhere that you see, or like the fridge, the mirror, wherever you see a lot, have a contradiction up. Sorry, you can't see that. Have a contradiction up. Write it out. An easy one for most of us, it has to do with our beauty, right? Our self-image, our confidence, all of that. Confidence. So if you struggle with that, put up something like, the truth is you are beautiful. Something like that, right? That will remind you that no, fight these thoughts. We don't need that. Any other ways, please? Anything to offer up? Okay. I am hearing that this is very situational. Whatever it is specifically that you are dealing with the thoughts, for some of you, it's because of a specific situation that you're in. So to me, that is saying it relates very much to, this is an opportunity for you to relearn, right? Learn a new way, make a new pathway in your neural programming. So unlearn what you learned as a kid, right? On how to respond to this situation and bring in a new way. And I feel that, honestly, I feel you guys know. You know. You know that there's a different way to go about it. You know there's a better way, but it's a struggle, right? That's how it is for most of us. When we're trying to truly learn something so that it's ingrained in us, we have to go through a lot. Okay, I'm hearing I can move on now to the people that are dealing with the entity. Oh, quick note, as far as protection, to me, with the people that are dealing with their own mental stuff, the protection is still, you need to protect yourself from yourself sometimes, That's what this is. So you have it in you to do this. If you do want to call on whatever your belief is on a higher being, do so. They will help. Obviously, they will help. But you will be receiving plenty of opportunity to work on this. That's for sure. That's a thing. Okay. All right. Moving on to the people that have an entity that's trying to manipulate, bother, control, whatever you want to call it. Alrighty. Okay. I am so far, I was guided to the Witch card, and it says, let it flow down here. It says, the magic you seek is inside of you. And yeah, I am feeling again, actually, as it was for the first people, that you've got it. You actually don't need to rely on another being for this. You have this within you. Your determination, your ability to see the truth of it is what will fight it, is what will counteract it. You know how most bullies, if they can't get a rise out of you, will over time just stop, right? Because they'll keep trying, they keep trying, but they can't get a rise out of you. They can't get what they're wanting, so they stop. And I feel like that's the same thing for these entities that are bothering you guys. It's you go long enough not responding to that energy or countering it with your own, then it's just at some point it will just drift away because it doesn't have control of you anymore. It can't do anything. I feel that this is a really important realization that you guys need to have about yourself, is how strong you actually are. There's some, yeah. So sorry, I was receiving. There are some ways of going about this, but I'm feeling, you guys, I'm feeling that this is a part of your life path. This is just like you're going to get through it no matter what, because this is a part of your story. But there is something within you that does not automatically see your strength. You are, how to put this? It's such a weird concept, but hopefully I'll say it right. You are under your own thumb. Does that make sense? You, deep within, believe something about yourself that isn't necessarily fact, isn't necessarily true. It's because maybe you listen to too many other people, or it's what you took from a situation. Maybe you weren't given as much attention as your sisters or brothers or whatever it is. And so you took that to mean you're not as important. And so there's some underlying belief that is getting in the way of your strength and power coming out. I do feel that this is also, and okay, please know this is not an age thing necessarily, because people do have, we all have our own, right? Our own waves we go through, our own lives, our own paths, and we learn things at different times. But there is a youthful feeling to this energy. It's more of like, you know, as kids, we think most of the time we think we're invincible, and then we realize we're not, right? And then we think our parents are like superheroes, and then we come to realize they're not, and life kind of kicks us down a little bit. And so I feel like this is kind of that situation of you're in that place where it's a little bit kicked down, and you haven't come into your own personal power. And I'm being reminded of Danu, ferocity and in like motherhood. And so like when you, okay, so if a person becomes a parent and you get this just power to be able to help this child live and grow and stand up for this kid, and you want to support them, and you know, it's like, even if you don't fully believe in yourself, you do everything you can for that kid. Not everybody, but this is the hope, right? So it's kind of like that. It's this, you have so much power, but you have not realized it yet. You have not seen it yet, because there are still something in your life, in your belief system, that's holding you down. Your belief system about yourself. I'm being, broken dreams is coming up now for me, and that's something that maybe what you thought was supposed to happen didn't happen, and maybe this happened often enough that you believe you're not meant to have. And you know, guys, we can really, like, this can be layered. It's, we can say on the outside logically, oh, I know everyone deserves the best and we can all do great and we can go for great things, and but inside we may not even realize that we feel this way towards ourselves, that we feel down about ourselves, or no, someone else deserves it more than I do. We may not realize that. So this might be some real digging for you, but I do truly feel that once you come to this place of power, of knowing your power, you're just, that entity can't do anything. There's no one's going to be able to do anything, because you're going to be solid. You're going to be set. You're not movable. I do love that confidence is the last card here. I love that for both piles, both people, you're coming through this story. You're gonna make it to this confidence. You're gonna be there. This is guaranteed. Like a zebra showing off its stripes, right? Is there anything else, please, for pile one? Anything else? Gosh, is it really that bright, you guys? I'm sorry. And my screen, my hands look like they are just glowing. Anything else for pile one, please? I'm going to say that this is probably really specific to some of you, but I heard the word touchdown, like scoring a goal. Maybe you're sports enthusiast. Maybe your family has a fun use of the word touchdown. I don't know, but that's what I heard, so that's what I'm giving you. This really does feel, you guys, it feels very your pile, either person, either version that you are. It feels very solid and like, this is what we're doing. This is the plan. We're gonna fix it. This is how we go about it. And yeah, it's not wishy-washy. It's not, it's like, once you know, you can get it. You can do it. You can, you know, once you've got the plan, you're good to go, kind of thing. For those of you that are questioning, well, how do I come into my own power? How do I do that? Yeah. You know, life, life. Personally, I believe that it is just something that happens as you have experiences and you go in the up and down waves, and suddenly just one day you look back and you go, wow, I'm way stronger than I used to be. You could try faking it till you make it kind of thing. Like, you know what? I believe in myself and I have the power to do this. You know, that kind of a thing. Just keep going with that until one day it's there. That's a possibility. Yeah. Okay. I I'm feeling two things, guys. I'm feeling the need to close this out, but I'm also feeling heartbreak. So I lift you guys up, truly. If you are having some heartbreak around whatever this is, you don't feel seen or heard, you're suffering in silence, please reach out to someone. Please reach out. My prayers are with you. My heart is with you. You don't have to feel alone. We don't have to go through things alone. Even if we just, like, honestly, get a therapist over the phone, right? Like, you never even have to go in person, or find someone on the internet to talk to. Or go strike up random conversations with people, or use your best friend, you know, whatever it is. You don't have to be alone. This is your choice. It's your choice to be alone. You can choose not to go that direction. And I did just hear like someone was countering with, well, it's not much of a choice when you don't really trust anyone around you. That's true. That's very true. It's not much of a choice, but it is still a choice. You can find other ways, even if it means seeking out healthcare services, you know, or trying anyways, even if you don't trust them, and see what happens. There's always choice. Choice is always there. Okay, guys. So much love to you. I hope that this is a blessing for you. I hope that you feel you receive some good advice. And I hope that you feel seen and loved and heard. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, pile 2 with your Sardonyx. Let's see if I can get you to see a little bit more. I'm so sorry. The highlighting right now, it's like my hands are glowing. But anyway. Okay, let's get into your shadow message. Oh, that's right. You got 2 of those. Okay. All right. We have the Thinker, Father of Knowledge. We have Keter, the Crown and Spirituality. We have your Concealment card. Where do I want to put this? In the middle? Okay. We have It's Time to Take Action. Honor Yourself. And these 2 cards. Legal and Recharge. Alrighty. I am getting currently slightly 2 different actions, and in my opinion, as my current understanding is, they do contradict a little bit. And so hoping to receive some clarity on, they might be 2 different sections of the path is what it could be. Do these need to be switched? Yes. Okay, that helps. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay. What I'm feeling so far is this business-like, straight to the point, black and white kind of energy. Is that what's happening? And that's why, okay, okay, okay. Wow, and now my heart hurts. So yes, I know that that's the case. All right. You guys are two in your head. You're two in your head. You are black and white. And first of all, love to you guys. Love to you guys. This is shadow work and it's tough stuff. And I personally believe we should all be doing this for ourselves. And we need to look at ourselves and say, what can I work on? What can I do? Right? So being in the black and white energy keeps you stuck, keeps you all or nothing. It's a bit rigid, and being rigid means you're not going anywhere, you're stuck. And I do believe that this time to take action card and the spirituality card are coming together. I feel that this is the way you are. They're asking you to bring this stuff together. Be more spiritually minded. Be more heart-centered. The part that you conceal is the heart. Be more heart-centered. And ways to do this are here. Honor yourself and recharge. Breathe, let go, and clear your mind. Kind of funny that I said that differently. I said let glow. That's what happens when you're able to honor yourself and recharge. You glow, you naturally, because you're giving yourself what you need, right? Honoring yourself, in my opinion, has to do with your soul, your heart, what you truly desire. Not the back and forth of the brain that doesn't know which way to go because it sees both sides. And, you know, you can have all the intelligence, guys. Intelligence is great. You can have it all. But if you're ignoring your heart, it's, what's the point? What's the point then of this experience here on earth, right? Let the heart shine. Let the heart come out. Amazing to me that the crown chakra, right, and this whole like spirituality and all that, it's so interesting to me that that is at the top of the head, because our brain, our thinking, our being rigid, our black and white is all at the top of the head. So it's almost like we need to be able to push our way through that and burst out, right? Like to get through all the thinking. So you're from your heart to the top of your head, you got to go through the brain and you've got to push through. I do feel like this it's time to take action card is giving some importance to the timing. To look, yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Okay, they're saying we've been giving you this message. We've been trying to show you you're choosing not to listen. You're choosing to focus on other things. But this is a huge thing for you. This learning this lesson is really going to make everything else explode and come forth, and all those things that you've been wanting will come, but you're stuck. You're stuck right now because you're so stuck in the head. You're so rigid, you're black and white, and it's not getting you anywhere. I don't want this to be I'm not trying to criticize you, cause you to look down on yourself, anything like that. We're also going to have moments where we take 2 steps forward, 1 step back. That's the point of growing and learning, and really integrating it into who we are, is constantly going through something till it's just there and who we are. So you need some kind of reminder, is what I think I'm getting here, to help you to remember to not be rigid, to remember to be more open, to remember to go to your heart, your place of compassion. I would love to know how you guys recharge. What are some of your ways? To me, this is something like, if you guys comment on it or whatever, but if we share ways that we can recharge, then other people can go, oh, I never thought of that. I'll try that way. So bring it on. Bring on some, share with me. How do you guys recharge? Honestly, for me, it's kind of, it can help. It's not always the best. It's one way though, to like literally just veg out, like eating my favorite popcorn and watching TV. That can really help. I can't do that for too long because too much screen time causes a whole nother issue. But like putting on one of my favorite shows, doing that. Another thing that helps to recharge me is being creative. I love color. I love color. It's funny too, because not in my house or my clothing, but otherwise I love color. I love seeing all of these cards. That's probably why I love Oracle cards so much, is because I get to see these different colors and doing the decor for these things, and that brings me joy. I think joy is recharging, right? Also, it might be different if you're an extrovert or an introvert. So different ways that way too with that. You might need to go out and be around people, go to a cafe and randomly talk to a stranger, and that helps you. And although I enjoy that kind of stuff, it's not what actually recharges me. I am totally an introvert. So yeah, share, you guys. I would love to hear what recharges you. Good cup of coffee, hot chocolate, tea. Does the rain do it? Does a sunny day do it? Do we have any other messages, please, for, I feel like this is such a quick and easy message. Not easy to integrate, but it's quick and easy to put out there. Do we have any suggestions on how to not be black and white? Is there any, because in my opinion, it's an energy that we get stuck in. We may not always realize it until afterwards, until a few hours later when we've calmed down and we're no longer in that place. So how do we recognize it earlier? Perhaps it's just focusing. Perhaps it's just saying a reminder each day, like, I'm going to do my best to remain open. I'm going to do my best to give freely, to give, you know, people have freedom, and to not judge too quickly and all that, to try and understand the bigger picture, all of that. I think it could be just as simple as that, to just have your intention be that this is what I'm working on. Quick reminder that if you do choose to work on this, which they're saying it's important, to to know that as soon as you have that intent out there, you're going to have the opportunities. So you're going to be triggered with things that you're very black and white on, which gives you the opportunity to work on it. Please be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Know that it's going to come and go. Know that you're going to be riding that fence a lot. And it's okay, because this is a life lesson for you to learn. I don't know what's going on, but I am so drawn to this, and I've been continuing to be drawn to this. Can I please have clarity on Euphoria card? This crown of coral? I don't know, like snakes that were, maybe it's Medusa type crown. Snakes that are turned to stone and they look ashy and it's an interesting question I'm being posed. Maybe it's something we all struggle with. Honor yourself. If we are trying to change ourselves by not being so black and white, is that honoring ourselves? Do we believe that we're just supposed to be the way we are without changing? To me, I do think that doing our best to be at peace is very honoring. And if you are not at peace because you're stuck in your head, because you're blah blah going back and forth, or you're not at peace because you're quickly judging other people and it causes this feistiness in you, if you're not feeling peace with this stuff, then it's probably not the greatest, right? Like, it's probably something you should be working on. That's what I think. Tell me what you guys think. That could be a really interesting discussion. Is it honoring yourself to stay within your black and white way, or to try and move on from that? I'm curious what you guys think. This hurts a little bit. Please remember, I'm not criticizing. This is just something that popped up right now. But for some of you, knowledge, right? Knowledge is power. Intellect is this like major thing for you. Knowledge does not necessarily mean that you have wisdom. For me personally, wisdom is much better than knowledge. I mean, just knowledge. Wisdom is knowing what to do with the knowledge. But knowledge is just having the knowledge. It's just knowing. So I think that also might be a little bit of a smoothing, a rounding out of you. Smoothing off the harsher edges, you know? Again, I feel the need to remind you guys that this is work. This is stuff I would hope we all are doing. I do not see you as, I'm not calling you judgmental and rah, rah, rah. Like, this is not, you may not even show this side of yourself to anyone. There may be people that have no idea that you feel this on the inside, right? Like, it's just what this pile is showing me that they're saying you need to focus on. We all have our path. We all have our lessons to learn. So go easy on yourself. That's a part of this. That's a part of this. If you are constantly like black and white and rigid and yada yada, you're being that way with yourself too. So go easy. Learn to go easy on yourself. Do the recharge, honor yourself. Pay attention to what Spirit's telling you. Pay attention. Even, you could even say, you know what? During the week, I will focus on this, but on the weekends, I'm just going to relax and let go. You can do that. It's fine. This is your life, guys. You get to do this how you want to do this. Yep. Okay. Anything else, please? Anything specific? Okay, this is one of those moments when I feel absolutely insane. Hopefully you guys can identify with that. I am hearing, I've been encouraged 3 times now to say this word. I don't even know what this word is. I don't know if it's a last name. I don't know if it's a different language. I have no idea. So I'm going to put it out there and I hope, I hope I'm not just insane and that you guys understand. Somebody gets this. Thwarpson? Thwarpson? I kept messing up on it in my head, like it wasn't coming clearly, like Thwarpson, something like that. I'm just gonna leave that out there for you, for whatever it was. I heard to say it 3 times, so I'm listening. Okay, I think I'm gonna call it there, guys. I truly, truly hope that this has been a blessing for you. I truly hope that it has been some good advice, and I hope to hear back from you too, because let's come together on this recharging thing and help teach each other. I hope that regularly you feel seen and heard and loved and understood. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, 3rd pile with the happiness card and the Smoky Quartz. See if I can give you a little more show. And put that there. Let's get into your shadow message. I am going to go ahead and remind you guys before I turn these over. I believe that we should all be doing this kind of work. Doesn't need to happen all the time, but we all need to grow. We all need to pursue our own ways of becoming better, be responsible for our own behaviors. So I am not criticizing you. I am not judging you. I've been through a lot of it myself. So I'm just here to tell you what the team, your spirit team is saying. All right? All right. The Exile, Forsaken Soldier. Says strategy, failure, and trauma. We have Malkuth with ground and the kingdom. Interesting. Okay. Burned bridges. Paradisical. If I can say that. You belong to paradise. Resilience. Burn the past away. Communication is key. And your happiness card. You know what? I am going to move this slightly because that's not looking straight and that bothers me. Okay. Alrighty. I am going to put these this way. They do go together, but it just makes more sense to have it next to the burned bridges thing. Okay. I am hearing to read the book on this card. I do have my own kind of feeling about it, grounding, it says ground, that kind of situation, but I am hearing to read. There might be something specific I need to give you guys. But so far, something seems very... An event happened in your life or multiple smaller events that caused trauma. You're having some kind of trauma response, causes you to feel excluded, feel like you're an outsider. And I do believe that this trauma response has caused some bridges to be burned. So yeah, let me go ahead and read up on this. I'll be right back. Okay. So I feel very sad with this pile. This is feeling sad to me. There is... Malkuth represents all things that are of our universe, our earth, our beings, our everythingness, basically. And one of the terms that came out was that Malkuth can be found in home. So Malkuth is in earth and the universe and our beings and in home. It's home. So I felt really that dinged, right? When your trauma response has to do with perhaps your family growing up or your current family, with something rough is going on. And I do feel that this burned bridges card is not just one way. I feel like there's been both. You have burned bridges with your family and your family has burned bridges with you. It is a two-way street. Takes two to tango. There is something that is key in these two cards. And I feel that... Oh, I didn't give you numbers. They're 27 and 24. Those are the only numbers we have, just in case you're into numerology. But this one says resilience, burn away the past. And this one is you belong to paradise. And I truly feel that there's some kind of spiritual marker in your life that is going to help you heal from all of this and move into this direction. This belonging to paradise, communication is key, and happiness. So because communication is key, there are going to have to be some talks. This is an action card for you. It might be with your family. I will be honest with you, I actually don't feel it is. For some of you. It's for you guys to decide. This is a general reading. But I do feel that for some of you, your bridges are burned. You're done. You're good. It's okay. And that's okay. Where you're at right now is okay. You don't have to continue a relationship with someone that's truly abusive. You don't have to. So it is okay to burn away the past. In fact, I do see this like a ritual fire kind of going, like write names on paper and just be like, I'm done. I'm done with that energy. I'm done with everything that has happened because of that, you know, and let it burn. Go ahead and place the past inside a fire and let it refine itself and become a beautiful smoke like the incense. You can move on. You can have healing. I don't think you've seen this side yet. I think you're over here. This is how this is feeling currently to me. Communication is key. Oh, for real. It might be that you need to talk with a friend. It might be that you need to converse with a counselor on a more regular basis. There's a lot of different ways to go about this, you know, or even just talking with your spiritual companions, whoever they are. This is a reminder that no matter where you come from, you have worth. You have worth. You are not alone. You have a lot to get over. That's for sure. You have a lot that you're going to heal from. And yes, I said that correctly. You are going to heal from. It's going to be work. It's going to be hard. It's going to be painful, because that's what healing is. Healing is painful. But in the end, you get happiness. This is something you have to look forward. This is a guarantee. This is a guarantee. You might be interested in, it was just suddenly brought up, so I'm going to say it to you guys, but you might be interested in NVC, nonviolent communication. Every once in a while, you might be able to find a course in your town. Sometimes they cost, sometimes they don't, depends on who's doing it. It's really interesting. It's very interesting. They teach a way of speaking that doesn't put blame on anyone else. It's basically saying, I see where you're at. Let me tell you where I'm at. And it's really a together working. It's communal. It's giving the best that you're able to give. Here's just a quick example. You make me feel this way. That's a violent way of speaking. Instead saying, you know, when this action that you do, when you do it, it causes me, my reaction to that is to feel this way. It's much easier to take the non-violent communication than it is to take the violent way. We don't receive violent communication very well, no matter who you are. We don't receive it. So that might be something you're interested in. NVC, non-violent communication. You guys can check that out. Oh, and I just saw the timestamp and it said 11:11. So there you go. Okay, so I also just saw this in this card. I know this is not what's happening, but this is how I saw it suddenly. She's got all this over her eyesight, right? Her eyes would be right back there and can't see, it's blinded. And then this looks like almost like a telescope was being held up. And I heard no looking back. So it's like your team guys, your guides are saying, you don't need to look back. You don't need to deal with this. You don't have to keep putting up with whatever the crap is, right? But you do need to work on yourself. You do need to take your own responsibility for how you are, what your actions are, what your reactions are, all of that. And check out some communication. Take a class, take a, what, even YouTube communication courses if you don't want to pay for something. Like, there are ways to go about this. I feel like I'm supposed to get more cards for you. I'll be right back. All right. I got out the Sacred Earth Oracle. Oh, this one. Moderation. And there's a couple hummingbirds on it. I am noticing, first of all, there are some interesting patterns at like the chakras. So you've got the heart right here, or solar plexus, and you've got, is it the heart maybe? Anyway, and then you've got the throat chakra, you've got the third eye happening here at the crown. All of this is coming up. I do. Okay, I want clarity, please. Is this spirit family or... Okay, I do feel, I'm being told that you have actual people around you, physical people, that are to your benefit, that are helpful, that are protective of you. If you do not currently feel this way, they'll be coming into your life. That is something that you can look forward to. You do not need a million friends. you just need a few, right? You just need a couple people to believe in you, and people can like just, once they have that, once you feel the trust of another person and their belief in you, it can cause you to create that for yourself, for your confidence to just go up. I do also feel that this is connected to your happiness. These people are. Somehow, I don't know. I'm not saying that you're not going to be happy without them. That's not what I'm saying. But that they are part of your journey in coming to this place. They get to be there. I mean, who knows? Maybe they're a part of your soul family that's reincarnated. I don't know. But you do. You have, yes, yes. The focus needs to be further, it needs to be on towards the future. I know somebody said we're all told like we need to be in the present. Yes, that's true. But for this pile, you don't need to focus on the past. You really don't. Your healing is going to come as it comes. Like the things in life that triggered you are those moments when you focus on the healing. You don't need to constantly focus on healing. Always do. You don't need to worry about that. You need to look towards the future. You need to look towards your happiness, towards your communication, towards being a part of paradise, towards these friendships that are coming in, towards being able to speak with the throat chakra, towards your spiritual life that's up here in the head, representing your head up here. Feeling your heart. So, present and future. Don't worry about the past. Don't worry about it. You will learn your lessons as they come. You don't have to force it. And when they do come, take that moment. Take that time to be like, okay, I'm gonna be sad now. I'm gonna take the next 3 days and just do me, because this effing sucks, right? Like, that's fine. That's okay. You can take those times and you can learn and you can have some time to be in it and to feel it and then let it go and heal more. And that's, in my opinion, that's what healing is. We have layers. So you'll think you're completely over something, and then bam, like a year later, you get triggered again by something. But that's because you healed from that part, and now you're getting to a deeper part inside of you. I do believe in complete healing. I do believe that is a thing, but it takes time. It takes work. It takes allowing it to happen instead of avoiding. So anyway, I'm not telling you to avoid. I'm just saying you don't need to worry about it. Look for your future. Look for your happiness. Look for communication. Look for these friendships. Yep. Anything else? Oh, I didn't even notice that. There's two women, of course, Gemini. There we go. There's two people here that just popped out to me as friendship. Interesting. I am feeling called to remind you, both of these cards right now are coming together and representing you are a part of this as well, right? Everybody's living their life. I don't know why. It feels really simple when I say it, but maybe your heart's needing to hear it, right? Everybody lives their life. Everybody has their life lessons. Everybody is part of this earth. We're all created by the same stuff, right? You belong here. You have worth. You are not less worthy than someone else. You are a part of this world, just as all of us are. I am hearing your guides say we want you to be a part of this world. So, as difficult as things have been, know that you have a future. Know that you have worth. Know that you have happiness coming. Okay, I'm going to end it there. You guys, I have so much love for you. I truly hope that you feel seen and loved and heard and understood. And if you don't now, that know that it's coming. It will come. I hope that this has been a blessing. I hope that it's been some good advice. My heart is with you. Okay, much love, guys. I'll see you next time.